and welcome to another edition of Jamaica Magazine. I'm Theodore Henry, ready to take you on an enlightening journey filled with valuable insights and practical tips. Stay with us for an informative and engaging show ahead.
Today, we read from Matthew 5, 43 to 48. Under the day, say Moses did write, say, love on the neighbor and hate on the enemy. But this is what me I say. Love on the enemy them and pray for the people them where treat you no bad and make you no suffer. When you no do that, you will come in just like on the Father where they are heaven. You see how we make the sun rise up and shine upon wicked people and good people? And the same so he make rain fall upon people where do a right in him yai and the one them when you listen what him say? After all, if you no uncle love the people and we love you, why would you go get out of that? And if no uncle tell for no people them how they, and why would you wanna do so when nobody else no do? Eh? Down to the wrong door them do that. Not true. So hear me now. Una no fi uncle good sometime and uncle to some people. Nobody no fi have nothing bad for say about you. Tan just like una father when in heaven. Him good all the while. To everybody. And nobody can say nothing bad about him and attack truth. Matthew 5, 43 to 48.
Thanks for staying with us. Home is where the heart is and where your citizenship is recorded. Discover the process of securing citizenship by descent for minors and ensuring their future is firmly rooted in home.
Navigating the Jamaican citizenship by descent application process for minors involves precise steps and key documents. The entity tasked with this is the Passport, Immigration and Citizenship Agency (PICA). Citizenship by descent in the case of minors apply to those who were born outside Jamaica after August 5, 1962 and whose mother or father was a Jamaican citizen by birth, descent or registration, including through marriage to a Jamaican at the time of the child's birth.
For a minor, the specific documents would include a completed application form, and the application is usually completed on the form R4. We have those on our website. They are available, or if you come in office, we have them available in hard copies for you. The completed form would be supported by the child's birth certificate and those of the parents, as well as their photograph ID. So we have the relational part of it sorted out there, as well as the right of the parent to make that application. And once they've decided that they want the child to acquire citizenship, they go ahead and make the application.
The legal process requires that the person acting on behalf of a minor must be either the parent or legal guardian. To apply, the adult must provide a court-issued legal document proving guardianship or a birth certificate showing they are the parent. Importantly, the parent or guardian does not need to be Jamaican. Foreign parents can also submit applications.
So, having completed the form and you have the supporting documents, we require, in addition to those already stated, photographs of the child, and they must be certified to say that this is the image of the child and it is true. This would be supported by the child's passport to say that this is the child and goes by that particular name. And these are things that we check for during the process of submission. Once we accept the application, we review the document for their authenticity, and if there are any concerns, we can always raise them with the appropriate authority to ensure that you are not bringing any document to us that can be questioned.
When applying, it's not just about providing the necessary documents. The application also requires references.
Now, the application also requires references who should know you, the applicant, and can verify your background. So who you say you are that person. you are of good standing and someone who we can transact business with. We look into the background of those references as well. And so while we may not know the child in any great detail, the adults involved are reviewed. Now, should we find any flaws in the background of anyone, then it calls for additional due diligence, and we are very thorough with that because we are very cognizant of persons trying to take opportunities for trafficking of children, for example. So we are very thorough that you are bona fide and the documents are authentic.
Parents or guardians making citizenship applications may also be asked to complete a statutory declaration.
For example, the name of the parent may appear in spelling in two different ways, simple ways, maybe the pronunciation of an I or an E in the name. And only to reconcile those simple differences, we may ask them to complete the statutory declaration, but it is not a standard requirement.
Once all backgrounds have been thoroughly reviewed, the decision-making process moves to the next level.
According to the Jamaica Nationality Act, it is the minister who makes a decision on who acquires citizenship. And so the matter is sent to the Ministry of National Security for their own authenticity and verification of documents and who you are and whether or not it would be in the national interest for this child to be so considered. We await a decision here, and when we have that decision, we announce it to the parents and we prepare a certificate to confirm the status of citizenship to that minor.
The application process requires a fee of 20,000 Jamaican dollars payable at the time of submission. Citizenship applications can only be submitted at the agency's office at 8 Waterloo Road, Kingston. It's also crucial to understand the timeline involved in this process.
The standard time is 24 months to submitting the application for a final decision. In those 24 months, the due diligence is usually completed. We will check the authenticity with any external organizations that we need to. And we will verify information that was provided in the application as much as is necessary. So in all, the total time taken to complete the due diligence is 2.5 years. It could be shorter depending on the challenges that we overcome and how quickly we are able to do so. But we do undertake to get the decision to the minister in 24 months.
However, there are some factors that may cause a delay in the process.
The availability of persons to be interviewed during the due diligence process. We do ask that the references be Jamaicans and living in Jamaica. We do also ask that the applicant be available for a due diligence process. And insofar as they are overseas or elsewhere doing other things and cannot be reached, those contribute to delays in completing the process.
And are there possible reasons not to grant a citizenship to a minor?
The application, once the requirements are satisfied at the front of the process, there is usually nothing to say to the minister, don't grant this child, except what we may discover during the due diligence process. And like I said, it is the minister who makes the decision ultimately.
Jamaican citizenship is highly sought after. But why?
Jamaican citizenship is unique, you know. Lots of persons want to be associated with Jamaica now, and we have all of the reasons why the reggae boys are the reggae boys, why Usain Bolt and all the other athletes are who they are, why Bob Marley is making us on the big stage. People want to associate with that. They also want to make their own contribution.
With expert guidance from the Passport, Immigration and Citizenship Agency PICA, every step of the journey is carefully managed. This process is designed to ensure a comprehensive and genuine outcome for each applicant. Carbon monoxide poisoning is a silent but deadly threat, especially when using generators and other fuel-burning devices. Here's how you can keep your home and family safe. Never use a generator, grill, camp stove, or other gasoline, propane, natural gas, or charcoal burning devices inside a home, garage, or any partially enclosed area. Keep these devices outdoors, away from doors, windows, and vents that could allow carbon monoxide to come indoors. For your cooking gas stoves, always ensure they are well ventilated by using an exhaust fan or opening windows to allow fresh air to circulate and prevent carbon monoxide buildup. Simply opening doors and windows or using fans may prevent CO buildup in the home. Carbon monoxide can't be seen or smelled, but it can rapidly lead to full incapacitation and death. If you start to feel sick, dizzy, or weak while using a generator, get to fresh air right away. Do not delay. Install CO alarms in central locations on every level of your home and outside sleeping areas to provide early warning of carbon monoxide accumulation. Test the batteries frequently and replace them when needed. If the carbon monoxide alarm sounds, move quickly to a fresh air location outdoors or by an open window or door. Protect your home and loved ones from carbon monoxide poisoning. Stay safe and be aware.
Proper nutrition is the foundation of a healthy life. In this feature, we explore the essential nutrients your body needs and the best food sources to keep you strong and thriving.
Eating healthy by having a balanced diet consisting of items from all the food groups and consuming the right portions is important to get the nutrients vital for disease prevention, growth, and good health. Essential nutrients are building blocks for the cells that make up the body, from bone to muscle, skin, and hair. One of the most critical ones is protein, which is made up of different amino acids, some of which the body can make on its own. We need a variety of proteins to function properly, many of which can only come from the foods we eat. Meats, fish, and eggs are essential sources from animals, while plant sources include beans, nuts, and some grains. How much protein you need daily depends on a variety of factors, including how active you are and your age. Carbohydrates are the main nutrients for fueling the body's energy needs, especially our central nervous system and brain. They help protect against diseases, but some carbohydrates are healthier than others. Some healthy sources include your fresh produce, such as yam, banana, breadfruit, and tubers, as well as whole grains, fiber-rich vegetables, and fruits. Less healthy sources include refined grains and products with added sugar. Fats often get a bad rap, but it's important to know that healthy fats are essential to our body's function. Fats aid in vitamin and mineral absorption, blood clotting, building cells, and muscle movement. Fats are high in calories, which is a measure of energy from foods, but the World Health Organization recommends keeping daily calorie intake from fat at under 30%. Including healthy fats, which are the unsaturated fats in your diet, can help balance blood sugar, decrease the risk of heart disease and type 2 diabetes, and improve brain function. Healthy fats are also powerful anti-inflammatories and can lower the risk for arthritis, cancer, and Alzheimer's disease. Some of the well-known unsaturated fats are the omega-3 and omega-6 fatty acids. Sources of these healthy fats include fish, seeds, nuts and vegetable oils, olive, avocado and flax seeds. Trans fats are to be avoided, and we should also limit our intake of saturated fats, of which the main sources are animal-based and include butter, cheese, red meat and ice cream. Vitamins are organic compounds essential for normal growth and are required in small quantities. There are 13 essential vitamins that the body needs, and these help lower the risk of diseases such as lung and prostate cancer. Vitamin A supports healthy vision, skin and bones. Powerful antioxidants like vitamin C boost the immune system and helps the body heal. Eating a varied and well-balanced diet of fruits and vegetables should supply the body with the required vitamins. Minerals are also important nutrients needed for building strong bones and teeth. They help with regulating our body's metabolism and keeping us properly hydrated. The mineral calcium strengthens bones and teeth and helps with nerve signal transmission. It also helps to maintain healthy blood pressure and with muscle contraction and relaxation. Iron supports red blood cells and hormone creation, while the mineral zinc boosts the immune system and wound healing. The body also needs water, which improves brain function and mood, and acts as a shock absorber and lubricant in the body. Water also flushes our toxins, carries nutrients to cells, hydrates the body, and prevents constipation. Even mild dehydration can make us feel tired and impair concentration and physical performance. In addition to drinking water, we can hydrate ourselves by eating fruits and vegetables such as spinach and watermelon. Start treating your body right. As you grab your next meal, make sure you're getting all the nutrients needed in their right proportion.
Today, we can report 2 consecutive years of reduction in major crimes and murders, with a significant reduction of almost 20% in murders for 2024.
Between January 2022 and January 2025, we have reduced murders by 51%, and January 2025 had the lowest monthly murder count since September 2014.
Our efforts have also resulted in the reduction of active gangs by 50%. We continue to increase firearm seizures, and in more communities, we are experiencing less violence. We will realize our vision of Jamaica as the place of choice to live, work, do business, raise families, and retire in peace and prosperity.
The proceeding was brought to you by the Office of the Prime Minister.
Natural disasters can strike at any time, but preparation is key. Learn how the government is working to strengthen the country's resilience through the Disaster Vulnerability Reduction Project.
Disasters are expensive, costing life and property and a great deal of money for cleanup and repairs. For Jamaica, our small size, location and topography means that the country is especially vulnerable to earthquakes, hurricanes and floods. While it's difficult to prevent these devastating events, there are things that can be done to reduce the damage. The Disaster Vulnerability Reduction Project DVRP, funded by the World Bank and implemented by the Jamaica Social Investment Fund, aims to strengthen the country's ability to withstand and recover from natural disasters.
It's a project that's going to be focused on physical infrastructure investments, equipping and institutional strengthening of the relevant government agencies that are normally tasked to do this work. I'm talking about ODPEM, I'm talking about the Ministry of Local Government, through the Fire Brigade, through NEPA, through the National Works Agency, the Earthquake Unit at the University of the West Indies. These are normally the agencies that have to respond when natural disaster strikes.
Fire services are most critical in protecting life and property from not only fires but also other natural disasters. Under the Disaster Vulnerability Reduction Project DVRP, over 140,000 persons within the parishes of St. Mary, St. James and St. Thomas will benefit from 3 new fire stations that will be constructed and provided with rescue equipment to include protective gears and extrication tools.
Well, I'll feel a little more secure going away, know that I have fire service right next to me and they would be better able to respond to the event of a fire.
This new fire station means a lot to us. In that, it will give us peace of mind, knowing that we are in a more secure building so that we can serve our community members better.
Even though Jamaica has not experienced a major earthquake since 1907, every year the country experiences over 200 minor tremors, and the threat of major devastation is always looming. When it comes to preparing for an earthquake, data collection is important, as this helps in understanding the risk associated with this event and will inform policy towards strengthening the country's resilience. Through the DVRP, assistance will be given to the University of the West Indies Mona Campus Earthquake Unit, which is responsible for monitoring the country's seismic activities. All their seismic stations will be upgraded.
There's a number of different pieces of equipment we can receive. The first one is a series of seismometers, and these are digital seismometers. And these are to basically fit out the remaining stations with digital seismometers. So we're going to end up with those 10 stations completely upgraded, and then add an additional station to it, so an 11th station there. So we're moving from, we've got analog to digital. Additionally, we have a series of accelerometers. And the accelerometers do a different thing. The seismometers are there to record the earthquakes and they don't get triggered early on. The accelerometers are really there to tell us how the buildings shake. What is the severity of the shaking that goes on? And the importance of that is that a building will survive up to a certain amount of shaking, and then it will collapse, and then it will kill people. We obviously want to understand across Jamaica how the acceleration changes, how when you get an earthquake, the building shaking changes across the island.
In an effort to address Jamaica's limited human capacity in the field of seismology, the project will fund a junior research fellow who will read for a PhD degree in seismology over a 3-year period, and upon completion will be employed as a seismologist in the unit. Floods have large social and economic consequences for communities and individuals. When there's a heavy downpour, which is not unusual for the island, the lives of residents in many communities are disrupted. The project will see major infrastructure work done in Old Harbour and along Port Royal Street to limit the effects of rising and rough waters.
The improvement works in Old Harbour will include the expansion and the improvement of the urban drainage and also bridges. Myton Gully, Church Pen, those areas in Old Harbour, and Big Pond.
Big Pond, whenever time it comes, no car can pass, flood out my house, wash our clothes, anything, you understand? So we'll be grateful for JSIF and everybody to come on, for coming on board to fix it.
When the pan come over, it's hamper even to school children then. It is so dangerous that it take life already. When JSF and NWA are coming come do this for me, oh my God, just like that, we'd be so glad and happy.
Along Port Royal Street in Kingston, 2 kilometers of coastal revetments will be constructed and retrofitted. This will benefit the patrons and owners of the various business establishments located around this area, as well as users of the Norman Manley International Airport. And there's more.
There is also a very important, critical element of the DVRP, which is funding to support training on the building code. Jamaica is moving towards enacting a new code, and so it will be important that persons involved in the construction industry, the players in government, or professionals, engineers, architects, etc., are fully exposed and trained on this new building code, and the project will support that.
The total cost for the overall project is $42 million and is expected to be completed by 2022. The best time to prepare for a natural disaster is before it happens. Collecting information on disaster and risk reduction, constructing disaster-resilient buildings and structures will go a far way in limiting the cost of these natural hazards within Jamaica.
Begins within. Take a moment for yourself. Healing is a journey. Start yours today.
You know, Trenchtown come like Mecca for music. When you talk about jazz and blues, ska, rocksteady, reggae music, is the birthplace for it right here.
Trenchtown is the cradle for Jamaican music, you know. Trenchtown. Because most of the singers come out of Trenchtown, you know.
Born from the streets of Trenchtown, reggae emerged as the voice of the people, a rhythm of resilience, unity, and pride.
It told our stories, carried our struggles, and shared our triumphs with the world.
Reggae is more than music. It is our soul, our identity, our legacy.
From the elders who paved the way to the youth shaping its future, reggae beats on in every Jamaican heart.
There is a land of pure beauty where blessing awaits for us all. And if your heart is clean, I know you will redeem in the land of the black, gold, and green.
Reggae is the heart of Jamaica. Protect it, preserve it, celebrate it.
As we wrap up today's edition of Jamaica Magazine, we hope you found these features informative and engaging. Let's stay connected through our website, jis.gov.jm, and on social media. On behalf of the production team, I'm Theodore Henry. Have a great weekend.
This has been a production of the Jamaica Information Service, the voice of Jamaica.